Hello everyone. Today, I have a story for you. Stories like these remind us that sometimes the most frightening things aren't supernatural, they're the people we don't know are there. The story is calling The House on Blackwood Lane. I'm not the type of person who gets spooked easily. I grew up in a house that creaked, and I've spent enough time camping solo to know that every scary sound in the woods is usually just a squirrel or the wind. But what happened last October in that rental house in upstate New York changed how I sleep. I still haven't told the owner what I found. The arrival. I had booked a remote cabin for a week to finish a freelance design project. It was one of those character homes, built in the 1920s, full of dark wood, narrow hallways, and a basement that the listing explicitly said was off-limits for storage reasons. I didn't mind. I just needed the Wi-Fi and the silence. The first 2 nights were perfect. The only oddity was the smell. Occasionally, a faint, metallic scent, like old pennies, would drift through the vents in the master bedroom. I figured it was just old pipes and ignored it. The first discrepancy. On the 3rd night, I noticed the first glitch. I'm a creature of habit. I always leave my laptop charger plugged into the outlet behind the nightstand. When I woke up, the charger was plugged into the outlet by the desk across the room. I sat there for 5 minutes, staring at it. Did I move it? I was tired, sure, but I didn't remember getting up. I brushed it off as sleepwalking, something I hadn't done since I was a kid. Then came the kitchen incident. I bought a carton of orange juice, drank half, and put it in the fridge. That evening, the carton was sitting on the counter. It was warm. And it was empty. The sound in the vents. That night, I didn't sleep. I stayed awake with the lights off, listening. Around 2:15 a.m., I heard it. It wasn't a creak or a settling floorboard. It was a rhythmic, wet sound. Thump sh. Thump sh. It was coming from inside the walls. It moved from the kitchen, through the ceiling of the living room, and stopped directly above my bed. I held my breath, my heart hammering against my ribs. Then, the smell returned, that sharp, metallic scent of old pennies. I realized the scent wasn't coming from the pipes. It was coming from the AC vent right above my head. The discovery. The next morning, I didn't pack. I was possessed by a need to know if I was losing my mind. I grabbed a screwdriver from my car's emergency kit. I stood on the bed and unscrewed the vent cover. It was dusty, but the dust had been disturbed. Using my phone's flashlight, I looked inside. The duct was unusually large, a remnant of an old industrial-style heating system. About 6 feet back, the duct turned a corner. Tucked into that corner was a small, fleece blanket, a pair of binoculars, and several empty orange juice cartons. My blood turned to ice. But it wasn't the nest that broke me. It was what was taped to the side of the metal ducting. There were dozens of Polaroid photos. All of them were of me. Me sleeping. Me working at the desk. Me standing in the shower through the frosted glass. The most recent photo was from last night. In it, I was asleep, but there was a hand, a pale, thin hand, reaching out of the vent, hovering just inches above my face. The escape. I didn't call the police from the house. I grabbed my keys, ran to my car in my pajamas, and drove until I hit a gas station 20 miles away. When the police eventually searched the house, they found the basement door, the one that was off limits, had a false back in the closet. It led to a narrow crawl space that ran through the entire skeletal structure of the house. They found the person, too. Or rather, they found where he had been. He'd cleared out most of his things by the time they arrived, but he left one thing behind on the kitchen table for the police to find. It was my laptop charger. The police told me the man had likely been living in the walls of that rental for months, cycling through different guests, watching them, and sharing their groceries. They never caught him.